With their ubiquitous source of magic, humans were able to dominate militarily and also provide numerous improvements to day-to-day life. This makes the Fifth Age the Age of Humans, or the Age of Man. Increases in power and literacy led to the increased importance in religion, usually figureheaded by Saradomin, though secular ideas remained important. The Fifth Age is a time of amazing strides for the human race, granting many humans dominance through central Gielinor, largely due to the discovery of runes at the end of the Fourth Age. Year 7. The Rise of Kandarian. According to the Varrock Museum, Saradominus, led by the Cornelian family, decided to remove evil influences from the area known as Artagon. They would eventually rise and create Kandarian, the largest nation in the world. One of Zamorak's chief agents, Hazel, was probably sealed away during this. Year 19. Delrith's attempted destruction of Varrock. During the year 19, Delrith, a powerful demon, was summoned by a cult of monks. Immediately after being summoned, he was confronted by Wally, an ancient knight of sorts, and quickly defeated Delrith with a powerful weapon known as the Silver Light, and an incantation. For unknown reasons, the cult of Zamorakian dark wizards at the south entrance of Varrock are performing the ritual to summon Delrith into this world. Year 42 to 62, the Rune Crafting Crusades. During this time, the barbarians of the north felt that the creation of runes should be left to the gods. In an attempt to make this happen, barbarians launched a brutal campaign across northern Kandarian and Asgarnia. These barbarians had sympathizers from the kingdom of Misthalin, and during the year 47, destroyed the mage training arena. By year 62, the barbarians' forces were wavering and settled in the barbarian village in the intention of regrouping and continuing their mission. Year 60 to 70. The destructions of Encanto dwarves. The thriving tribe of Encanto dwarves are nearly rendered extinct during the assorted barbarian invasions. Survivors are scattered throughout Asgarnia, a handful living on Asgarnian's southern peninsula. Year 70. Burning the first Wizard's Tower. After discovery of magic, the Wizard's Tower was created on an island off of Draenor Village. Both mages from Saradomin and Zamorak alike studied in peace there for a time, until the Zamorakian mages who sought control over the tower burned the tower, destroying countless irreplaceable tomes. After the burning of the tower, public outrage followed in Varrock, which eventually led to the discovery of Dagonhai's plans in the Tunnel of Chaos. Year 132. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table arrive in Gielinor. During the year 132, King Arthur and his knights arrive in Gielinor and will remain there until England needs their aid again. Year 136. Division of Artagon. During this year, the leader of Kandarian, King Ultis, dies in a hunting accident. When the brothers cannot come to an agreement over who controls Kandarian, they divide Artagon in half, each taking part to be their capital. Year 139. Elvarg invades Crandor. With many Crandorians being members of the Champions Guild, one of the adventurers goes too far and descends down the volcano, and wakes the green dragon known as Elvarg, who proceeds to devastate Crandor. Some refugees manage to leave Crandor via fishing boats, setting up a camp in Rimington. But Elvarg follows them and burns down the camp. Out of all the people, there were only 3 survivors, namely a trio of wizards who used magic to escape: Thalzar, Lozar, and Melzar. They split up the only surviving map of Crandor. Melzar's third was hidden in a castle, and Thalzar took his secret to the grave. Year 150 to 159. The Great Khura'in changes into a republic. After the death of the last ruling monarch of Great Khura'in, King Cardus IV, the 5 cities of the Kingdom of Great Khura'in are now ruled by the Khura'in Council. Year 154. Assault of Varrock. During this year, a necromancer launches an assault on Varrock. However, the city's guards prove superior during the invasion. Year 155. End of Nomads. On this year, the last group of nomads that roamed the northern lands would settle permanently after their chieftain's daughter was abducted. It would be discovered 14 years later that she was murdered by the Kendall. Year 169. Goblin raiders kill the mage Lozar and take her possessions. This is the current year for old school RuneScape. The story continues with RS3, but like any good games, things are added and certain things are changed. It's just in a whole different era than old school. It gets a little bit more complicated. It's simpler to keep things here for now. And if you want, if asked, I can do the rest of the story from RS3's perspective. But until then, I'm just going to leave it here. So with this information, I'm ending the story of RuneScape here. Though there's much more to tell about it, it will make things a lot easier to end it here. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this story as well as the next ones.